Hi, I'm Yasmine, and I am the news beat reporter for the Capilano Courier. Today I'm going to be discussing some of the very engaging highlights from the March 14th, 2025 CSU Board of Directors meeting, which was very brief in comparison to other meetings that we have covered, partially because there were only 2 decisions to be made in the agenda, and also because not many people showed up to this meeting for various reasons. There were some main, very eventful topics of concern, such as the removal of Navjot and Dilkaran from their positions that had already been decided on before we even came to the meeting. Under the removal from office bylaw, section 7C, individuals will be prohibited from being nominated, running for, or accepting office as a director of the society if they have been disqualified by the elections administrator or the arbitration panel by reason of election, campaign misconduct in either of the previous general elections or the by-election. Both members have officially been accused of inappropriate conduct on quite a few occasions, and the appeal period is officially over. So they have both been relieved of their positions, which will remain vacant until the end of the academic year. A decision that is still pending is the removal of the CSU president, Angad, whose disqualification came to the public ruling folder on March 13th. The election administrator, Capilano says, and I quote, "Gross misconduct during the CSU 2025 general elections. There have been ongoing complaints pertaining to election-related misconduct by you during the CSU 2025 general elections. The misconduct includes, but is not limited to," it gets juicy, "encouraging slating, working as a campaign volunteer without registration, involvement in verbal and physical altercations, coaching students to file complaints against candidates. The nature of misconduct is egregious enough to disqualify and forbid you from participating in this or any other further Capilano Student Union's elections, either as a candidate or as a campaigner for other candidates, as well as removal from office," end quote. The ruling was removed less than 30 minutes after being posted to Instagram threads. However, we are able to share it because one of our team members recorded a screenshot of the ruling. Staff was likely instructed, under our speculations, to remove the ruling by Brar and keep the decision private until the process is over, which will be tomorrow on Saturday. Moving on from this decision, the agenda was approved very smoothly, and public input and presentations were permitted to commence. However, during this particular meeting, there was no public input from members of the CSU or guests. Very exciting stuff. As mentioned previously, there were numerous approved absences this meeting, which included a senator, the Arts and Sciences Liaison, the Queer Students Liaison, the VP of Equity and Sustainability, President, Women's Studies Liaison, and the at-large director, the Students of Color Liaison, and the Fine Arts and Applied Sciences rep. The absences didn't disrupt the smooth sailing of the meeting, and we were able to move into some good news about the future of the CSU, which was that it has finally been approved that the spending budget and requests have passed and been approved. Following the details of the approval of the new spending budget, the meeting went into a confidential session, during which time the meeting was also adjourned, concluding all of the first-hand information that the Capilano Courier has about the meeting. With all that being said, the grand takeaway for tonight and tomorrow, all of this weekend, very eventful, is that we may not have a president by Saturday, unless, of course, Angad is able to defend himself successfully against a panel of accusations, video footage taken from the security camera in the Capilano University library, one audio recording, and an official case filed with the police, all of which corroborated his, quote, "gross misconduct during the CSU 2025 general elections," end quote.